Hello friends, welcome to my channel Simple Gardening. In this video, we will be discussing the benefits and the different uses of rice husk, also called as rice hull. Rice husks are the coating of seeds or grains of rice. Basically, this husk protects the seed during the growing season, and the main component of this rice husk is the silica and lignin, which are very much indigestible by human beings. Hence, these rice husks are being removed and the grain is being consumed. Rice husks are abundantly available in paddy growing, rice growing regions, and mostly this is being discarded as wastage, like agriculture generated wastage. Whatsoever, we can get many benefits by using these rice husks in our garden. Now let us see how we can use these rice husks. The first and foremost, most advantageous product we get from rice husk is the carbonized rice husk, also called as CRH. Carbonized rice husk is made from incomplete or partial burning of rice husk, and this CRH is a very good soil fertilizer as well as a very good soil conditioner, as this CRH contains all the macronutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and of course it also contains very good traces of micronutrients. And the most important components of this carbonized rice husk is the organic carbon. It contains huge quantities of organic carbon, as well as C2N, carbon to nitrogen ratio is also very good, and it is a very good fertilizer for any type of plant. So in this video, now I'll show you how to prepare this carbonized rice husk. It is very easy, but the only precaution we need to take is, as we are dealing here with fire, so we should consider the surroundings, as well as we should be very much precautious so that no fire accidents will occur while we are doing this. For preparing this CRH, we need charcoal. Some, you can take maybe 10 to 15 briquettes of coal, and we need paddy husk or else the rice husk, and fire. Place your charcoal in a form of a heap very closely and lit it on fire, and ensure every bit of charcoal or every piece of charcoal briquette is burning. And after 10 to 15 minutes, you can pour the rice husk onto the heap of the charcoal briquettes. See here, I have taken 15 pieces of charcoal briquettes, and I am pouring maybe a quarter of this bag. It will be around maybe 5 to 10 kilos only, since the paddy husk is very light in weight. So this is almost 5 or 6 kilos only, I think so, since I did not weigh it. So just for demonstration purpose, I am just showing in a smaller quantities. But if you want to make it in a larger scale, then you can do it by using more number of charcoal briquettes and more quantity of paddy husk. Once you have done till here, just leave it aside, and the combustion will take place slowly. It has taken me exactly 18 minutes for converting the paddy husk into carbonized rice husk. So for a quantity of 20 kilos, it will take almost 3 to 4 hours, I think so. Once 80 to 90% of rice husks is being carbonized, we have to take a stick and just push the unburnt paddy husk onto the upper surface, so that every piece of the husk is being combusted. And it, as I said, we are not burning the rice husk completely, we are partially carbonizing it. So by using high temperatures, we are carbonizing the paddy husk. If you see, this is not turned into ash. Once the process is completed, we have to ensure that the whole paddy husk or rice husk is not completely burnt and turns into ashes. In order to achieve that, we have to pour water, sufficient water, so that the fire is subsided, and we have to ensure while handling it that complete product is being cooled down. That's it. Carbonized rice husk is ready. and we can use it onto the plants as a fertilizer or else as a soil conditioner. And the most important thing is the husk should not be completely burned down into ash. If it is completely burned down into ash, some of the most important aspects of this carbonized rice husk will not be achieved in the form of nutrient uptake. So once the product is cooled down, just remove the coal briquettes from the carbonized rice husk, and you can pack it into a bucket or else any sort of bag, and later you can use it into your garden. So since I have made very smaller quantities as a demonstration purpose, but if it is required based upon the garden size, you can make much more quantity as per your requirement. This carbonized rice husk can be stored in any sort of container, and it can be stored like forever. It will not be damaged or else the nutrient properties will not be lost. And you can apply it to all the plants, as I said, and you can apply this fertilizer once in 20 days or else you can apply it twice a month to the plants. So you can see here, you can see every the husk particle is intact. It did not turn into ash. So this is what called as carbonization. Many studies and experiments as well as practical experiences has proven that the CRH is very much advantageous for the plant as well as to the soil. Now let's see the nutrient content of CRH. As you see here, there is a comparison between the rice husk as well as the inorganic fertilizers, inorganic chemical fertilizers 15, 15, 15 and 20, 10, 10. As you can see here, macronutrients, micronutrients as well as physico-chemical properties has been given. If you see, the nitrogen percentage is 1.9, phosphorus is 0.48 and potassium is 0.81 in rice husk. And the micronutrients, calcium is 0.27, magnesium is 0.24 percentage, and coming to the micronutrients, iron is 0.058, zinc is 0.16, manganese is 0.013, copper is 0.007 and sodium is 0.02. Whereas organic carbon is 24.94 percentage, organic matter is 43.12, C2N ratio is 13.1 and pH is 7.2. So this makes a complete fertilizer for a plant. And this is my eggplant. Also, it's also called as black beauty eggplant, and I'll be showing you how much quantity I'll be applying. This is being grown in a 14-inch diameter pot, and I have taken two handfuls of this CRH and just laying it on the top surface of the plant. As the time passes, it's not required to even incorporate into the soil. As time passes, it slowly breaks down into the soil and it supplies the required nutrients to the plant and keeps the plant healthy. If you are an organic gardener, then this is the best option, as you can use this CRH for your every plant and it will fulfill the plant's requirement. And if you are an inorganic gardener, which I mean like you'll be using some sort of chemical modes of nutrition to the plant, then you can use this as a substitution for one round. Apart from the CRH, now let us see what are the other benefits or how we can use this rice husk in our gardening. The most problem of many gardeners face is the heaviness of their soil. See, some of the soils will be black soils which are basically very heavy and they are very compacted. So by using this rice husk as a compensation, as a substitute for coco peat or else peat moss, this rice husk can be used very effectively for making soil recipe or potting soil recipe with rice husk. Here I am taking 20% of vermicompost, 40% of red soil and 40% of rice husk. Here, if we do not consider vermicompost, the ratios of my soil media is 50% of paddy husk or else rice husk, 50% of red soil. Here you can use even black soil also. Since my soils are red soil, so I'm using only red soil as a demonstration. When we are using paddy husk or rice husk as a substitute for cocoa peat or else peat moss, this will be very economically cheaper in price, as well as it's very effective. As this is very light and airy, it acts as a perlite as well as vermiculite. I mean, perlite is used in gardening, in container gardening, for better water drainage, whereas vermiculite is used in gardening for better water holding capacities. So I have mixed the soil and I have placed it in my pots. So while you are using paddy husk, this is very much sustainable. It doesn't require much, something like peat moss, where we have to damage the ecosystem in order to procure peat moss. So this is as safe as cocoa peat, and the most benefit of this rice husk is it's neutral in pH. As rice husk is cheaply available and it is very abundant in rice growing regions, if any gardener is interested in making their potting soil, then you can use this rice husk as a substitute for cocoa peat, perlite and vermiculite. This is very light in weight. It provides very good aeration to the roots, as well as it drains the water very quickly, and it will hold the water as per the requirement of the plant. The another use of rice husk in gardening is this can be used as a effective mulch in your gardens. See, basically, when you are growing your vegetables or plants in pots, since the soil or else the pot size is very less, and due to temperatures or whatever, water evaporation will be very high. In order to reduce the evaporation rate, this paddy husk or rice husk can be used as a mulch. Here you can see in a 16-inch pot, I am growing some cherry tomato plants, and I'm using this paddy husk as a mulch. Basically, by using this, it will decompose into the soil, which means it will be converted into organic matter or else organic carbon, as well as it will prevent the evapotranspiration of water during high temperatures of the day, as well as it will prevent any sort of fungal disease, fungal disease development in the soil as well. This mulch can also be used for strawberries. Instead of using straw as a mulch, this paddy husk or rice husk can be used as a mulch for strawberries if this is available in your region. The another advantage of using rice husk as a mulch is it has very good water holding capacities. See, apart from preventing water losses due to evapotranspiration, this rice husk, when used as a mulch, will hold water and will release the required water whenever the plant is asking for. So friends, that's it for today, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. And if it is possible, why don't you give a try in making CRH? It's very easy, and the final product you get from CRH is very effective, and it feeds your plant in a very organic way. And you can also try, if rice husk is cheaply available in your place, you can try these all aspects which I have mentioned. So friends, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed my video, kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel Simple Gardening. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.